2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What is going on, guys? It's Rising Sings here today, and everybody knows that the new FM21 beta will be coming out today at some point. It's currently 1:30 on the 10th of November. So what I'm thinking of doing is obviously doing a beta save, but I wasn't too sure on who to do it for. Just realised that my phone's on. But if we have a look here, sorry, I was just checking if the hotkeys are set up on that. FM have released 8 teams you need to manage here in FM21. So right here it says 8 teams you need to manage in FM21 with the early access on the horizon. Many people are contemplating which corner of the globe you want to head to and all that. Right, this bit here, yeah, I'm going to narring on who I'm going to do my beta save with. Like right here, you can see that looks like Atalanta right there. Yeah, you've got Ilicic there. So that's Atalanta. You've then got Watford, and that looks like Sheffield Wednesday. I think that's Sheffield. We'll find out, because they're probably going to be on the. If they're there, they're going to be on the list. But first up, we obviously see Leicester. They are now a licensed team in the game this season. So if you don't have any badges or like badge packs or face packs or the licensing fix, Leicester are going to be a guaranteed licensed team. No matter what version of the game you got, Leicester will have their badge. Most probably player faces. As you can see here, you've got James Maddison there with his face. He does look like a good player this game. He does look really good. So obviously it's been 4 years since they turned the foot since they won the league. They have established themselves to be one of the country's best teams since then, and last season returning to European football, which is really good. Obviously, you've got Jamie Vardy in the first season. I reckon he'll probably retire in a couple of seasons of this game. But you've got Telemans, Maddison, former Wonder Kids. You've then got Castagani. I've butchered that name. But so you've got some youth in the first team, some Wonder Kids who could potentially build the team around to help you then gain more Champions League spots, maybe go up and even potentially win the league yet again. Obviously, with beta saves, you don't want to make it your main save, because once the real, well, not the real game, because this is the real game, but once the full game comes out, you might, like I've heard people lose their beta saves or they've been corrupted or anything. So you don't want to do your main save on the beta. But most of you probably know that already. We've got RB Leipzig here. I don't really manage in Germany that often. I normally stick to the usual, like lower leagues of England all the way up to the Premier League. I've done a couple of saves where I've been in, ironically, one of the teams I have managed before on a previous FM, right here, Leon. I have managed them in the previous FM. I've never managed in Germany, so it might be a good idea to do that. But I just know you've got the 50+1 rule, and like a lot of the registration rules are a bit hazy to me, so I don't particularly think I will, but I might do it just as a challenge. Obviously we've then got Leon. Obviously you'll be going up against some of the powerhouses. Leon have a very strong side. Because you've got Memphis Depay, you've got Aura. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of like the names, like Husum there. I'll just call him Husum. But they don't have European football, so literally all you do is focus on the league and the domestic cups, which obviously are going to be completely ransacked by PSG, I would assume, because on my FM20 save, well, my main save on FM20, should I say, PSG won everything for about 10+ seasons in a row. So it's going to be, oh, wow, they're sponsored by Uber Eats. Sorry, that's completely random. But it's going to be tough to come up against PSG in this game, I would assume. but I can see Leon being a easy save to get at the top table, potentially even winning the league if you get a good enough squad. Then you've got Atalanta. So Atalanta are obviously like new big boys, so to speak. Um, I reckon that'll be a very interesting save to do, especially considering they've now just finished third in the Serie A twice in a row. They've obviously got to the European quarterfinals. You got Lamnas and Miranchuk. But then you've also got Gomez, who's prolific. Ilicic is also quite nice on the right. Then we go down to Watford. So Watford, I personally wouldn't ever think to go to them. Obviously, you've got the meme with Tom Cleverley there. Well, I nearly started on his name there. But you've got a lot of young prospects like Saar there. You've got a very well known Championship player who can step up to the Premier League when asked in Will Hughes. You got Ben Foster, who is a good goalkeeper. You cannot deny he's a good goalkeeper. He just doesn't have the best defence in front of him, which everybody knows. If you've got a goalkeeper and you don't have a good defence, the goalkeeper's going to look even like worse than what they actually are. But they did get relegated. But I think, yeah, I read it, commented on it, and then forgot about it. So they are back in the Championship. So you do have a very strong squad for the Championship. I can easily see you cracking out a season and getting straight up into the Premier League yet again. You've also got Etienne Capoue. Capoue, yeah, I believe it's Capoue. Or is it Capoue? Capoue or Capoue. But then you've got young talent in Pedro Quina and the new summer signing of Nagakia. Is that how you say it? Nagakia? I'm going to go with it. But you're going to have a lot of high expectations because you've got a very experienced squad mixed with some youth who have a lot of potential behind them. So you're probably going to have to get promoted in the first season to keep your job there, if not at least get to the playoffs. But it seems here that they are actually go. I didn't comment on this on the. No, because it was just James Madison on the last one. But they're showing here that the recommended, I'm going to say this is formation for them, is to have a positive mentality in a 5-3-2 with the two wing backs, have it on fluid counter attack, and I think that's just default there. But I don't like having five at the back. I prefer four and to have more people up front and in the midfield. But obviously, that's always subject to opinion and what you're more comfortable on. So that could be a good beta save to get used to like the new XG features and just get used to like new match engine that they've got. Borussia Mönchengladbach. Again, another German team, so I'm not too familiar with them. Obviously, heard of them. But what's this? So they've now found themselves in Europe's top competition after a steady decline. A steady decade, sorry, not decline. Steady decade of improvement that culminated in some exciting football last season and an eventual fourth place finish. Well, fair play, they finished fourth, so it shows that they're in the Champions League. I have heard about Thuram that he is meant to be a very good player with a lot of potential. He is quite good on FIFA career mode. Like, I'm not going to be posting FIFA onto this channel because I don't have a capture card, but he does enhance quite well. Enhance or grow, one of the two words. But he does grow a lot on FIFA, so I would expect the same on FM as well. I have to admit, I do like their away kit. That is a nice away kit. But as you can see here, like they got promoted and then they were hovering around mid-table, then dropped, then went up again, then dropped and went back into Bundesliga 2, but then got promoted straight away and then was up, then went down, then had the season of, well, the first very, very good season. And then you can just see that they started developing quite well there, probably bringing in some youth and having better managers with finances. Like I said again, I'm not 100% familiar with Borussia Mönchengladbach, so I'm probably talking out of my arse right there. However, on to the next one. We've got PSV. A lot of people do go for PSV or even Ajax or Ajax. Because they have a lot of wonder kids. A lot of teams from the Eredivisie seem to have a lot of wonder kids in them. Ryan Gravenberch, for example, from FM20, he was the go-to, really, wasn't he? So you got wonder kids in Malin, Ihattaren, and Madeki. I'm attempting that, but so you got 3 wonder kids there, and they are sitting along Ibrahim Sangar. I think that Sangar, uh, Zaravi. But then you've also got World Cup winner Mario Götze. So you've got a lot of experience there. You've got some obvious wonder kids there, which they're already telling us. So that's good to know. And it says here, it's up to you to craft a tactical approach. And the starting 11 is capable of should be capable to win the first Eredivisie title in 3 years. So it's a very strong squad. You just got to make sure that you get your tactics right on that one. But probably to the one on which I'm going to do for the beta save, Sheffield Wednesday. I'm not familiar with either of the Sheffield clubs that well. However, the one thing that does stand out for me is that they, like even FM stated it here, teams starting the season with point reductions are always a popular save choice. They did originally have a 12-point deduction, I believe, but I think they got it appealed and got it dropped down to a 6-point reduction. So you're going to be starting right at the bottom of the league, and you've got to try to avoid the drop, make sure results go your way whilst building on it. I'm not 100% sure if they got a transfer ban or not for the first window. I'm not 100% sure on that, so do not quote me or I might be talking out my butt again. But you've got very, very well-known championship performers in Aidan Flint, Josh Windus, Callum Patterson, and Jack Marriott. As you can see here, Jack Marriott is on loan, so bear that in mind. You might have to make him a permanent transfer or to keep on loaning him down. But right here, you can definitely see that it's a very average squad. You've got 2 outstanding players for the team anyway, in Adam Reach and Barry. Sorry, it's quite small. Bannon, I believe that is. But you've got Izzy Brown as well on the bench. I've heard that he's meant to have some good potential to work on. But right here, it shows that they would. I'm guessing these are suggestions on what to do. So wing play. I don't really like wing play on a 5-2-3 on a wide formation. So you do have the wing backs, follow both in support rather than pushing up a bit more. You have a playmaker and a ball-winning midfielder, a winger on attack, and an inside winger. Is it inside winger or inverted? Inverted winger. That's it. On support, getting Windus as the target man up front. So that's the suggested starting 11 as well. So this would probably be my ideal beta save. I'm most probably going to do it. So that I can see that be, especially with all the fixture congestion, because I know they've brought the fixture congestion from the pandemic into FM. So fingers crossed, it will be a good save. Will it be difficult getting used to the new match engine and everything? Yes, but it could potentially become quite a good save. And if it doesn't get corrupted, I might even continue that as my starting save alongside a potential other save, because I've got ideas of what I want to do this year with the game, because this will be my first ever time uploading FM onto YouTube. So Obviously, beta save Sheffield Wednesday, and that looks absolutely amazing. So right now, the beta is not out. I've just realised that this is gonna. I've been recording this for 20 minutes talking out of my arse. But if you do want to make sure that you don't miss an FM video from me, please subscribe. It does help me out. Comment down below on who you think I should do for the beta save or as my main save. And don't forget to leave a like as well. Don't forget to share the video and follow me in all social medias that are in the description. My main channel is also linked in the description if you want to have a different type of content. A lot of old gameplays from when I was like 13 are on there. So if you want to roast me for my squeaky voice, go ahead. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the beta will come out in the next couple of hours so I can get that downloaded and start making videos for you guys. But anyway, until the beta's out, I shall see you guys in a future video. Peace.